welcome to City Talk and City Walk. Our friend Elsie Gonzaga is still in the USA, and hopefully one of these days she'll be back to give her side of City Walk. But anyway, in this segment, we have a very interesting subject, and that is the question of, is there life after death? And we have on studio a Negrense who journeyed from life to death, and back again. We, many years ago, in my other program, Ecoviews and Issues, we interviewed Judge Hayubo of Talisay, MTC, who also experienced this supernatural phenomenon. He died because of sepsis and was declared dead, pronounced dead, and plans were made for his funeral services. The Integrated Bar of the Philippines even sent a wreath. But after meeting the Creator, he was told to come back. And that changed the whole course of his life after. So, right now, here on studio, we do have one other Negrense who experienced such supernatural phenomenon. By the way, in these end times, a good number of people are experiencing this, living in the supernatural. So without much ado, let me introduce to you our guest. And she came here with a friend, who's also my friend, Champa Gidwani. Welcome to City Talk and City Walks, Champa. You've been my co-host at one point. Oh, that was in the other show many years ago, right? Yeah, Ecoviews and Issues. But here we are again, and thank you for coming and your participation now. And of course, our main guest feature, Pearl. Okay? Do you know, Pearl, that the first thing you will see when you get to heaven is the pearly gate?
Yes.
Huge pearly gate. Pearl. Okay, Pearl, before we go into this very extraordinary story, tell us something about yourself, Pearl. Tumandok ka sa Negros?
Yes.
Taga-diin ka?
I was born in Pontevedra.
Aha.
I was born at home, actually.
Pantera ang nagpabata?
No, it was a doctor.
Doctor, but how come you were born in your house?
Because we just called doctors before.
Really?
During the 60s.
60s?
Yes, Dr. Campos.
Dr. Campos.
Was the one who assisted
Dr.
my mother.
Campos of
Pontevedra.
Because you were from out of town, so it was easier to call doctors,
Yes.
to go to your
House.
home, and then deliver. Wow, that was a privilege.
Yeah.
Because both Champa and I are advocates of Lamas, and well, we did have the doctors beside us, and we gave birth to our children naturally. I suppose you were born natural way,
Yes.
right?
I was born
But
naturally.
it's a luxury to have your baby delivered in your house. So that was something, huh? So, natao ka sa Pontevedra, and then Luzon, where did you grow up
I grew up in Pontevedra.
also?
Yes, with actually my father is from Manila, and we were just I was born in Pontevedra, but we live in Manila.
Manileño ang papa mo?
My mother is a Negrense.
Okay, your father is Tagalog,
Yes,
Ilocano. Tagalog.
Tagalog.
From where?
From Binangonan, Rizal.
Okay, Taal na Tagalog pala.
Aha.
You know that our show is uploaded on YouTube. So, we'll shift from English, Ilonggo, in Filipino because our home studio is Sky Cable, Channel 32 here in Negros. But you see us worldwide because YouTube is worldwide. And we're also on Facebook. City Talk, City Walk, we do have a page, and also Seacrest Foundation, which is the co-producer of this show. So when did you leave or go back to Manila? At what age?
When we were already school age, from
Elementary?
kindergarten.
Kindergarten.
But when I was 9 years old, my father and mother separated.
Okay.
So
Nagbalik ka dito.
my grandparents were the one who brought us up.
In Pontevedra
In
or
Pontevedra.
Bacolod? Pontevedra. So, fast forward. Din ka man nag-college.
LaSalle, Bacolod.
LaSalle, Bacolod. Okay. So, you majored in banking and finance?
And commerce, major in accounting.
So, you are an accountant?
No, I was not able to
okay.
get the board
You
exam.
didn't take the board exam, but you work in a financial institution, I suppose.
Before.
Yeah, in a bank?
In a bank.
LandBank, you said.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it okay?
Yeah. And so, tell us, how did you get to the point of being in a critical condition? Physical. Okay, you got married yourself, right? Nag-asawa ka.
Yes.
Tapos,
And when my children grew up, one of my children went to college in Manila, the youngest. So I went there with her.
So out of your love and care for your youngest,
Because she's so
you joined
good.
her when she went to university. Actually, I tried doing the same thing when my only daughter entered the university, and that's Ateneo de Manila. I decided to re-enter Manila, but you know, Manila is so stressful now with the traffic, and I was driving and I saw how difficult it is to re-enter Manila, Metro Manila, even if I grew up there. And I studied there. I'm a Kamuning girl. I grew up in Kamuning, went to Kamuning Elementary School, Quezon City High School, and UP, University of the Philippines. And I lived there for for the best part of my life. But now Manila is just sheer mess. Anyway, so tell us, living in Manila, living a stressful life, what happened to you?
When you're in a call center, you eat a lot of not so good food.
Oh, I
Fatty
see.
food.
So, nagtrabaho ka sa call center. And of course, you turn night to day.
Yeah.
And you sleep
During the night.
during the
Oh,
day.
yeah, sorry. Yeah, during the day and woke up at night to work.
How was your life? You would work from what time to what time?
Usually call centers, job is from 9 p.m. until 6.
9 to 6. Friends, we've been featuring that on our show, circadian rhythm. I hope by now you know what it means. Basically, it's part of our biorhythm that we should be in deep sleep from 11 to 2 a.m. That's a time when our bodies repair damaged cells and produce new cells. And I was just reading this noon that the damaged cells oftentimes cannot be ejected out of our bodies, and that becomes part of the cause of aging. That's why there is a new process now discovered. It's cellular intervention. So they draw out damaged cells, aging cells, and then by directly dealing with the deeper than the nucleus of our cells, they try to arrest or slow down mitochondria, is it? Aging. Anyway, that's an aside. So you were, of course, working at night, sleeping during daytime.
Yes.
And you know, Champa, what did you read about that in my book?
Oh gosh, the circadian rhythm you
Yeah.
keep is interrupted, and that's
Yeah.
really bad
Yeah.
for your health. Yeah,
And
because the best time for sleep is
Yeah.
between the hours of, what did you tell me?
11 to 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
But what
Okay.
is wrong, or why is sleeping during daytime or beyond 9 a.m., why is it bad for your body?
Actually, I can't remember that. I know you gave me some explanation.
You edited my book. You helped
Yeah,
me
but that
edit
was
my
some time
book.
back.
Fighting Sickness, Natural and Herbal Way. But medical experts say that it's bad for your liver to be sleeping beyond 9 a.m. because your liver should be active, you know, detoxifying, processing fat and everything. And many of those in call centers develop problems related to the
Stomach,
liver, gallbladder, kidney
kidney.
in particular. Yeah, so what happened to you? How
So-
did you have a problem with your gallbladder? Is it after how many years of working in the call center?
I started working in a call center 2011, 2010.
Yes.
I had my operation, cholecystectomy. That's what they call it when they remove your gallbladder.
So when was that? After
2014.
So after 4 years of
Of
working,
at night and eating fatty food because what they serve in the pantry are all pork,
yeah,
fatty food, fried
yeah,
food.
yeah. And this is the thing about working in call centers, no, because there are caterers, and the usual catered food is really more of meat,
Yeah.
fried, heavy sauces, instant noodles, and you know, I had here a call center agent who worked with a leading call center here. After 1.5 years, boom, chronic kidney disease stage 5. You know why? Because other than turning night to day, sleeping most hours of the day, he was eating instant noodles, shortcut, instant canned food, but really the instant noodles. And I'm sorry to say that he has passed away. Jel Huson. I interviewed him. He sat right there. And he was lamenting, really, the fact that he worked with the call center and lived a very unhealthy life. Why is it unhealthy working in a call center? Tell me.
I'm not destroying the image of call centers, okay?
Yeah.
It is just a fact that when you work in a call center, you destroy or disrupt your biorhythm,
Yeah.
your sleep pattern, your eating habits, because most of the job in a call center has no specific time of going to work. Like sometimes it's from 11 to 8 or 9, and then you have a shifting schedule.
And you really don't get to sleep the whole night.
No.
And then, just because you're very sleepy, your tendency during the day is just to sleep rather than to eat, right?
Yeah.
So then your tendency is also to just grab the next food available.
Yeah.
Most of that will be corned beef, instant noodle,
You got it.
sardinas, highly processed food, isn't it?
Yeah,
So you live for 4 years
doing that.
doing that, not sleeping during that critical hour of deep sleep, 11 to 2 a.m. So after 4 years lang, your gallbladder was damaged. What condition did you have?
Stones,
You had-
gallstones.
You have gallbladder stones. Just that, and you have your gallbladder removed?
Yeah,
May-
because
may ibang nga
it's so
procedure.
painful.
Oo, pero may iba nga procedure nga, parang blasting,
Yeah.
using laser.
Yeah,
That was
but
not
sometimes
recommended?
it was also recommended, but the doctor said that much it is risky. It's risky
Risky.
because when you blast the gallstones, it turns into small bits.
Yes.
Sometimes it will clog your arteries.
Yeah, yeah.
It will go to your heart.
But there is also a natural way, do you know,
No.
of expelling gallbladder stones. Alternative medicine. You eat the raw liver of a pig.
Hmm?
Yeah, lemon. There is really, and it has worked. Stones have come out that way, but you have to be willing to,
Eat it every day.
No, it's like for a week.
Yeah,
It's a
okay.
series, and it's assuming a particular position. But you see, how do you develop gallbladder stones? Kung naluyag ka mo, inilonggo, paborito niyo yung kansi, and yung bulalo sa Tagalog. If you're always eating bulalo, bone marrow, I like bone marrow. I really like it with rufina patis and calamansi. But then if you eat that every day, you'll surely affect your gallbladder. And you'll develop gallbladder stone. A lot of fatty food. Because the gallbladder functions to this way. It cleanses your body of toxins. Pero kung masyadong sobra na yung kinakain mo, kagaya yan, sa call center, everyday, yun ang pagkain niya, mamantika, karne, talagang masisira yung gallbladder mo. So, nagkaroon ka ng stone. You had a gallbladder stone, which size was what?
Like this, 3 stones,
Three
but
stones.
it's the doctor doesn't want to wait that it for my
So-
gallbladder to
To block, for it to block the opening
the
of your
opening of the
gallbladder.
gallbladder.
Alam mo, pero this is sad to say marami rin doktor, they make a lot of money when they operate on you. So kahit hindi pa kailangan talaga yung operation, sasabihin na, operahan na lang natin, kasi ganyan. That's why you should always have a second and a third opinion. And the goal of this program, one of our advocacy is health empowerment. Many Filipinos, they treat doctors as demigods. What do you think about that, Champa?
Sometimes we do.
Yeah.
We do.
In your own life.
Yeah.
In your own life. In your own health issues, how is it?
Well, I think the doctors that I have been very, very, very good, very effective for me.
Yeah.
So maybe I've just been lucky, and my health hasn't been too
Well,
bad.
as an Indian, you eat pretty well because you're is there such a thing, a half vegetarian? Yeah.
On certain days we're vegetarian.
Yeah, you're vegetarian and you eat a lot of beans and veggies, right?
Yes.
But, friends, if you work in a call center, this is the great pitfall, no? Kumbaga, after 4 years, naapektuhan ka na. So, what happened then?
So I got operated.
Did you get a second opinion?
No.
Wala.
Yeah.
And this was in Manila, no?
Manila.
Quezon City?
Yes.
Quezon City
Yeah.
Hospital?
I will not mention the hospital.
Oo. Pero it's in Quezon City or Makati?
It's in Quezon City.
Okay. So, anong nangyari? So, na-admit ka, you were operated on, and then, after that, what happened?
Normally, when you got operated on, they put you in a recovery room.
Yeah, recovery room. Pero yung most of the time, tulog ka niyan eh. Kasi,
Yeah.
I'm sure you were sedated.
Yeah. But they want you to, after several hours, they test
Yeah.
your foot.
Yeah.
They punch needles on it
Yeah.
and see if you can feel the pain.
Yes.
So
you're
that
not
it
numb.
means that the anesthesia in your body
Is wearing
is
off.
wearing off.
Yeah.
So I cannot feel my foot at the time.
You couldn't feel it after how many hours? 3 hours na.
4 hours. I
4
think.
hours.
And
Okay.
then
Pero nung binigyan ka ng anesthesia, naging unconscious ka, of
Yeah, of
course.
course.
And then, after 4 hours post-operation, nagising ka.
Yeah, I woke up
Yeah.
and I can feel the pain in my stomach.
Uh-huh. In
Because
the area where you had an operation.
yeah, because it was this long.
And the surgeon, he's a specialist.
Yeah, internal medicine.
Internal med, okay.
Yeah,
But
and
he's not just a resident. He's
no,
he's a
he's
specialist.
Specialist.
Okay. But there was a team that attended to you.
Mhm.
You had a neurologist, anesthesiologist,
Cardiologist.
I guess.
Mm.
Yeah. And then what was the finding? So you were in great pain. So what did they do?
I called for the nurse.
Mhm.
We have this button to
Yeah, yeah.
call for the nurse in your finger. Right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you push the button, the red button, and then the nurse came over and I told her it's starting to get painful.
Yeah.
I need some kind of a painkiller.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to give me a pill.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Normally pill lang eh. Painkiller lang.
Oh yeah, but
Yung
I'm still.
opioid.
I cannot
Opioid.
still feel because I had a spinal anesthesia.
Ah, you had a spinal.
Yeah.
It takes a long time for that to wear
Yeah,
off.
they cannot give me a pill
Yeah.
because I might choke on it.
Yeah.
Because
Baka
half of your
nampa. Oh,
body
yeah, yeah,
is
it's
still paralyzed.
Yes, yes.
So, she
So-
called the nurse. The nurse at the recovery room called another nurse,
Uh-huh.
and she asked for what do you call that?
The chart?
The chart.
Uh-huh. There was no doctor.
There was no doctor at the time.
They
because it
didn't
was
call for a
in the
doctor.
morning. Not anymore because the prescription is already there. The instruction of the doctor after the post operation was already on the chart.
Yeah.
And the nurse said that another nurse said that she was already given a painkiller after she was about to be rolled from the operating room to the recovery room, and other nurse said, I think we should give her another one or something. I cannot exactly remember the exact words,
Mm-hmm.
but they gave me another shot of painkiller. Yeah, and that was the time my mind went dark.
Yeah.
I know you will not believe me when I tell you this, but this is true.
Yes.
This is what happened to me.
Yeah.
This is what happened to me. I'm telling you this
Yeah.
not for fame or
Yeah.
anything, for
But the
money,
truth.
but I'm going to tell you the truth. So
Anong nangyari?
when they gave me another shot of painkiller,
As soon as it entered your system.
as soon as it entered the intravenous
Mm-mm.
tube, my mind went dark.
Mm-hmm.
I can feel that I'm feeling weak. I can hear the monitor, the monitor that
Mhm.
monitors
Beep,
your heart.
beep, beep,
yeah, the
beep,
beep,
beep. Uh-uh.
that monitors your heart rate.
Uh-huh.
So I can hear it getting weaker and weaker.
Tapos mag-straight
until
line na.
the sound.
There
I
was
cannot-
no one with you? Was there no one with you? Like a loved one or
my children are, at home.
at home? So you didn't have a nurse, a private nurse. Mag-isa ka lang doon sa
Hospital.
recovery room. O, kasi akala mo, minor operation lang yan.
Yeah.
I mean,
I thought it was
it's
minor.
just a procedure. Pagkatapos,
I can not forget that beat. It sounded.
and there was no one in the room with you? Not even the nurse? Or was
No,
there?
the nurse who administered it
Was there?
right after. She went back to her table.
Oh!
She went back, and the other nurse went out.
So nobody-
nobody, and I can
Walang
feel
tao dun sa
I
kwarto.
thought it was just I'm going to sleep. I thought I was just going to sleep until I heard the beep that sounded I'm dead.
Oh,
because I can
dapat kasi, di
feel.
ba?
Huh?
Di ba, Pearl? When they administer, they should stay for a while and monitor ang effect, di ba? Wala, hindi siya nagstay. Oh.
She was doing something
But in the same room.
in the same room, but I had, what do you call this, a curtain,
Yeah.
and there are curtains. There are
Okay.
separators.
Were there other patients?
I don't know. I
But
don't
anyway,
know. Anyway,
You were conscious right at the point that you heard that heart monitor say,
yeah,
straight line
it
na.
went, while it was getting weaker, I can feel myself going deeper. I
Ah,
cannot explain it fully, but I'm going deeper. It's going dark.
And then,
And then I can feel the plop.
anong plot?
Like
Your body, your
your-
spirit separating, ano?
a pod. You're going out of the pod. Plop.
Ganon.
Yeah. That's why
how it is with dying, ano?
that's why they
Experiencing death.
said that when you die,
Uh-uh.
your soul has a weight,
Yeah.
and your body weighs less when you're dead.
Okay.
So I plopped out of my body.
And then, ano nangyari?
It went dark, and then I plopped out of my body. I can see my something, or my foot went out of my physical foot,
Yes.
and then I floated up on the ceiling,
You floated up the ceiling, through the ceiling.
through the ceiling,
And
no,
then?
not through the ceiling, just up there.
Uh-huh.
I went out of my body.
And you
floated
can
up
see
there.
everything in the...
I can see my
in the-
body
And then
lying,
yung nurse.
and the nurse called the doctor. It's
Uh-huh.
cold blue. Like in the hospital when they had an emergency, and the doctor and the nurse went to my body
Uh-huh.
and tried to revive me.
Oh, yung ginaganon at it's at the tip of my tongue. You remember it's
First they
champa?
had
yung ano.
artificial
Oo,
resuscitation.
pump,
They
oo.
pumped me, and then when I did not, I was not revived. They took that
That thing that,
pumps you electrical impulse.
yeah. And how many times?
I cannot remember, but I
But you
can
were there,
see
you were just
them.
floating.
I can see them, and I got impatient, and
Ah.
I floated out. I was looking for the nurse.
Wala
I
kang
floated out of the room, and
nakita mo
then
yung ano ng hospital.
I can see the details, like a tray of scalpels and the table with all the apparatus. It's so vivid. Right at this moment, I can still remember everything.
So how did you finally get out of the hospital scene?
No, I was not. Oh, I floated,
You floated?
and then there's this dot, a white dot,
Uh-huh.
and you know the light from heaven is not a flash.
Yeah.
It's not a laser. It is a spiral
Okay.
light.
Mhm.
It goes from the dot, and it goes.
It's like a small hole.
a small, yeah. A small
I read
dot.
that somewhere also. Si Carl Jung, who's a well-known psychiatrist, no? In his book, he spoke also of that death experience and how he got out of his
It's like
body
a tunnel,
through a parang hole, pinhole. Yeah, okay.
a pinhole that goes larger and larger, and that's one. That's the time when it was so large that it was so bright.
Right. And then how is it?
I can see at the end.
At the
It's
end.
like a tunnel.
Like a
You
tunnel?
float. I can see at the far end. There's this uncle of mine, Father Ananoria. He was dead long before,
Uh-huh.
and a man with a beard and long hair, and I can see Jesus with him.
Okay.
Jesus.
How
And
did you know he's Jesus?
You will know when you get there. You will know.
You didn't see the pearly gate?
I don't know about the pearly gate, but it is so bright.
Okay.
And
You saw the face of Jesus.
yeah, but it
And
was too
then?
far.
And
Then
then?
there's this flash from his heart going to mine,
Uh-huh.
and then that's when I float going to them. to
Parang
my,
na-suck in ka lang sa light?
yeah, slowly. And the when you go from the from the light going to Jesus, all the events in your life just flash
All the events. Parang yung from your
from your
childhood.
birth
From your
until
birth.
until the time that you're dead.
Ah,
It
they say
the
that also.
emotions,
The emotions, the different
terror,
emotions you
the
felt.
happiness,
Oo.
the guilt.
Oo. Ganun din daw yung mga nalulunod. Though those who are who die by drowning, that while they're drowning, all the life stages they went through would flashback. Like a videotape. Parang
But
videotape, na?
it's fast.
Fast, okay. And then,
And then, when I was nearing Jesus, there's this light that connects me to His heart. I can feel joy.
joy.
It was so joyful. I was so contented. I feel so light that I will never want to go back to earth. All
Okay.
these material things on earth doesn't matter when
And
you're dead. It's
Uh-huh.
just between you and God.
Yeah, okay.
And my uncle is welcoming me,
Uh-huh.
and then I told, and then just the thought, okay, because there's no words needed, only thought.
Only thought. You didn't have to
God
speak.
will
Yeah.
communicate to you in thoughts,
Yeah.
not in words. Not
Yeah.
you cannot hear any sound.
Yeah.
You will know what He's thinking, and He said, "This is not your time yet. You have to go back. Unite." That's the only word that He said. Unite.
Unite.
I don't know whom to unite. My family, my friends, my earth.
Maybe your
Not.
husband.
I don't know.
Uh-huh. So what happened soon after?
I-
When you were told it's not for time for you to be in eternity yet, what happened?
I told him, no, I will never go back. This is my place. I
Yeah.
want to be with you, God. I want to be with you, Jesus.
Uh-huh.
I will never go back there anymore because you don't feel the pain.
Yeah.
You don't feel any heaviness. No guilt, just joy.
Uh-uh.
I cannot explain it in physical realm
Yeah.
because once you're in a spiritual realm, everything doesn't matter. Any material things doesn't matter.
Okay. But were you told anything before you were sent back?
Yeah, just to unite for peace.
Uh-huh. Yun,
To
unite
unite for peace. To prepare.
to prepare.
Yeah, just
Were you told to share your message?
yeah.
Your
He
experience?
told me to help people. To help
Okay.
people know Him. Know
because
Him.
yeah, the judge that I interviewed, Judge Hayubo, he was told to go back and to tell people that God is real.
God is real.
Heaven exists and there is life after death.
That is correct.
So soon after,
Soon after, I will not go back. And my uncle said, balik na lang to, Pearly. Sige na, balik na lang to. And because I am so stubborn, I am hard-headed. No, I want to touch Jesus. That's when I felt the power of God. And when He retouched, I instantly go back because I'm so hard-headed, but Jesus wants me to go back. I went back. Whoosh! It's like a lightning bolt. I went back to my body and flop! And then
and then what happened?
and then I slowly opened my eyes and I said, "Oh my gosh, I'm back with my physical body. I hate it. I hate it. I'm back."
So what did you feel the pain?
Yeah, I
Was the
started
pain back?
Yes,
Nagbalik yung sakit.
the heaviness of my body, the paralysis of my legs, the numbness of my legs, and the pain in my stomach. I can feel all that at once when I was back in my body.
And what did the doctors tell you or the nurses?
I did
Were
not.
they around you when you came to life?
Yes, of course. A nurse and a resident doctor.
How long
And,
were you gone?
I cannot remember.
They didn't tell you how
No,
long were you
because
gone?
something went wrong with their process that they did not even record it.
Yeah, they were avoiding litigation or, suit.
I don't want to
Pero
go
hindi nila
into that.
sinabi kung 30 minutes you passed out
No,
or you
but
were dead.
I can remember the nurse said, "Don't do that again. Huwag mong gawin yan ulit, ha." Sabi niya sa akin. And he was holding my hand, and I told her, "No, I saw you. I saw you up there.
Oo.
I saw you up there. Oh, this one has a
Oo,
intravenous, and he was holding
intravenous
me. And
needle.
yeah, and I told her, I saw you up there. And then he took off his hand. He forced my hand
Ah!
because she was afraid of me.
Kasi namatay ka na tuwal.
Because I told her I saw her up there. So she tried to force her hand out of me.
Oo.
And then she went back. And then after some time, she called the orderly to
Oo.
take me out of the recovery room when I cannot move my foot
You
yet.
cannot move your
I cannot
feet
feel
yet.
my feet yet.
And then,
They put me inside my room.
pero naka-recover ka.
Yeah, of
How
course.
long did
I'm
it take
here.
you to recover?
I cannot remember because I fell asleep.
Hindi, after that, the following day, tapos yung napatay ka, nabuhay ka, anong nangyari? I mean, how many days did remain?
Actually, after I woke up, one of my niece came to assist me, Pebbles, and that's when I remembered that something happened. Something great happened to me.
Yeah,
Something amazing.
yeah.
I was so happy about, but I cannot tell them because I know they will not
Believe you.
believe me.
Okay.
I kept it to
How
myself.
long ago was that?
That was 2014.
2014, 4 years ago. Now tell us, how did that dying and seeing heaven and Jesus and coming back affect your life? Did it result to radical change or parehas gihapon?
Actually, I started to get visions,
Visions, yes.
premonitions, just vision like a flash, like a picture,
Yes.
flash picture. Sometimes I interpret it wrongly, incorrectly.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes I get it right, but
Yeah.
it's like pictures,
Uh-huh.
like in a Polaroid
Yung
camera.
parang mga-flash.
Yeah.
Yun, mga visions yun,
visions.
no?
Sometimes I tell them to that person if it concerns the person. And after some time,
Spiritually, how did it affect you?
I felt Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
I try to tell people that He's real.
Mm-hmm.
My personal relationship with God became so deep,
Real.
real,
Okay, so you can speak to him now as a friend.
as a friend.
Unlike before.
And like
and-
before I go to church, it's just a ritual.
Yeah. Now
But
it's
now,
real.
Yeah. After that time,
Uh-huh.
when I go to church, I always cry. I don't know why.
Yeah. And I
feel so
suppose
deep.
did you go back and read the Bible, meditate,
Yeah,
worship?
I meditate. I try to get the answers of what happened to me.
Yeah.
Of what happened to me. I try to watch documentary films about near-death experiences.
Yeah. You watch It's Supernatural by Sidney Roth, and you will get to understand more as you also hear the testimonies of other people that have gone through the same experience. And in fact, there were those who are alive who went up there, not dying necessarily. Champa, you
One
want to
time
say
in
something?
Hong Kong, I was in Discovery Bay, and I had read about Anita Murjani. She's an Indian who
Yeah.
had she had a sickness, and she also died, and she had the same
Yeah.
experience as Pearl. And so when I was in Discovery Bay, she was sitting a few tables away from me, and CNN was interviewing her.
Yeah.
So
You got to hear everything.
I got to talk
Yeah.
to her, and it was really nice hearing about that. And she had some things that she was talking which were similar to what Pearl described. So
So you are now living in the supernatural.
Yeah.
And that's 4 years ago, and God has become more real to you. And I suppose you have, how has it affected the way you live every day?
Well, I try to live according to according to the example of Jesus,
Mm-hmm.
because Jesus said he is the way, the truth, and the
Mm-hmm.
life, and no one comes to the Father except through me.
Yeah. Okay. So what is your last, message? We have televiewers watching you, hearing your testimony of having died, meeting Jesus, and being told to come back. So, Pearl, what will be your message to them?
Okay. Um, for for me,
Mm-hmm.
uh, I want to help people because of my experience. I try to help people, but my
What
message
would you
is,
say to the agnostic, to the atheist?
oh,
Okay, the nagsasabing walang Diyos. Ngayon, uso yan sa
believe,
mga live
believe,
stream na
yeah.
news. They say atheism equals high IQ. Okay, so
My brother, who is a pastor, said, "There is no middle way. If you believe in God, you believe in God. If you say that you're in the middle, you don't believe in God, you don't believe in the devil, you're just in the middle. There's no way. There's no middle way. Either you believe in God, or you don't believe. You believe in the devil.
and
So
your
you have
experience says what?
my experience says that God is real. You cannot associate God in the physical realm. He's a spiritual realm. He has so much power. So whatever you ask him, he will try to, you have to try to understand. If he gives it to you, then you'll be okay. But believe, please, believe that there is a God. God is real.
Well, thank you so much, Pearl, for sharing with us. And friends, that's Pearl's testimony, and it is precious. She's not just the only person that has shared with me their out of life experience. One of these days, we'll also interview Mayor Francis Palanca of Victorias, who had a head on collision dead while he saw his, like you, body leave his physical body, and the height of a helicopter ride, he heard this voice. Well, that will be the subject of another feature. Thank you for joining us. This is Violeta Lopez Gonzaga, your host here in City Talk and City Walk. I'll see you again next week. God bless you.